make the stream.
You tell.
Why?
You tell.
No.
I guess today is drift day. We are taking the Mustang and the BMW up to IMI, which is like a little 1 mile go-kart track a little bit north of Denver. So I'm towing the enclosed trailer. David's towing the flat trailer with the BMW on it with Big Dirty, my other truck. We're in the 6.7 right now. This thing is a beast. I can't believe how like the power that it has towing this damn trailer compared to the 7.3. It's just like a night and day difference. Which I mean, it has almost twice the power. Not quite, but almost. Anyhow, we got the baby in the back. Check out that baby.
She's holding on.
Yeah, you better hold on, baby. And yeah, so we're just gonna continue our way up, and yeah, Jamie, fill him in. Tell him.
No, you're better at rambling.
No, go ahead and ramble.
No.
All right, Jamie's making a bottle. David's parking the. I still can't get over what a beast this thing is. Check out this baby. Oh, she's sleeping. Poor baby. We have arrived. I swear this is probably gonna be like the biggest event of the season.
It's 65 degrees.
It's 65 and Jamie's hot.
I am hot. I'm wearing black. The sun's beating on me.
Wow. Look at all the people.
Not,
Holy crap.
not cooling me off.
We ain't even have parking.
Oh, because I didn't push the AC button.
Oh,
That might help.
no. You needed to do that.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we just got the Mustang unloaded out here at the event. David's getting ready to fire up the BMW and yank it off the trailer. Go pump up the rear tires to like 80 PSI. Close the door. There's a lot of people out here today. Honestly, I think this is probably gonna be like the biggest event of the season as far as spectators and everything, but we'll come over here and we'll, sorry about the wind noise. It's pretty windy out here today, but it's like 65 degrees, which is insane. Joe's over here tearing up because he didn't bring his car. Joe, why are you sad?
What?
Why are you sad?
Because it's cold as here.
Oh, no, it's not. Quit cussing my movies.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You're sad because you didn't bring your car.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Joe.
And Trevor's over here with 2 cars.
I brought 2 cars out here. All right, guys, this is gonna be the first run in the Mustangs, or not in the Mustangs, in the Mustang. So I accidentally left this thing running for like 20 minutes over here while I was getting all ready to drive.
we'll take care of that with some burnt tires. Some dirt
Hopefully.
from the track.
We're gonna give her another boost.
What's the baby think of the drift event?
I don't know.
She likes that straw though. Look at them teeth. 7-month-old baby teeth. And they're sharp as razors too. So I guess I'm gonna take the BMW out here in a smidge. I need to go actually air up the tires. So I think one of the issues with the Mustang is this guy was just out. I was out there for like almost 20 minutes straight. So you could see right here. So what it does is it tells you all the things. The cylinder head was getting to like 244. Intake air temp was always around 100. You know, everything seemed like it was doing all right, but basically the temp gauge would go up, and I'd lose like all power. So that's one of the things with like these newer cars. You know, they have a lot of like limiting factors in the ECU. So if it sees that it's, you know, getting over temp or whatever, it cuts the boost, cuts the timing, and it makes it so it feels like it's in like limp mode or something. So Les brought out his LS3 S13. I'm excited to see that thing out. But yeah, anyhow, it's I mean, I guess it's doing all right. It's not really sliding, but it feels good going around the track. I might try messing with the alignment a little bit better. But I mean, overall, I had fun just kind of messing around with it for a while, so it's not bad. Yeah, driving with two cars is way more fun than just driving by yourself.
That's pretty sweet. Have you ever touched anyone or like hit them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you let them know by doing a 2 or something?
That was his buddy. They were just stoked. So I killed the first tire on the BMW. This one went all the way down to the quartz. So I got these little 195 hand cooks on here. But yeah, it's crazy how much easier the BMW slides than the Mustang. So what was your name again?
Royal Paulson.
Royal? Okay. So what did you think of sliding the BMW?
It was awesome.
So this is the first time you've actually been drifting before.
Yeah, it was awesome. We got to do some tandem drifting too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. There's two, I don't know, driving with another car is just a completely different thing. So can you tell me about like your teacher and your classroom, or like the little automotive program that you guys got going on here?
Well, so I'm in automotive class, and then I'm also in an automotive club. And right now we're working on an automotive club. It's a All Crown Victoria, and we're swapping an F100 body onto it.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's big. That's our main project right now.
That's pretty cool. So, and here's the instructor right here. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Tim. I work for the school. Been there for 4 years. Mr. Sweets are here. He's a math teacher. Leland, one of our volunteer helpers here that we're having. Yeah, we're just trying to basically show the kids to do something new in their life, their career, maybe. You know, just give them an experience that normally people don't have.
Yeah, that's sweet. So you basically you work on the buses and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And then so it's kind of like an after school program, and it's like a little automotive thing that you guys are getting set up, which I think is really sweet because there's, I mean, in today's day and age, there's no hands-on really anything in high school. You know, there's no trades, there's no other than like computers and engineering and, you know, expensive college degrees, there's nothing out there that teaches kids to like actually, you know, get dirty and work on stuff, you know, take a car to the track. So what is your project you guys got going on right now?
The project we started as a 1960 Ford F100 pickup, just a bone stock 6-cylinder truck. We're doing a Crown Victoria chassis swap with it, so it's going to have a 4.6 liter Ford Mustang, basically motor in it. Pretty much just the chassis, so the truck will sit like it's a street truck. Yeah. You know, and it'll have all the good driving capabilities of a normal daily driving car, but it'll look like a beat up old 60s pickup. Yeah. So it should be pretty fun for them.
Yeah, that's definitely sweet. So I think it's awesome what you're doing. And you guys are from Nebraska. Yep. So you drove like 2 hours. So he's been kind of in contact with me over the past like month or so, kind of telling me about their automotive program. Right. And I did a little live stream with the kids there, and he brought, how many of you guys are out here today? Five or so. And so giving them some ride-alongs in the drift car, and I guess showing them that you know, you can work on cars and have fun. So.
Yeah, definitely. And you've made a lot of smiles today so far. So.
Well, that's sweet. Well, that's what it's all about. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Alright, so just got these little 195 15s on here. So I think that's almost what I should always be driving on. So we'll see how good they do. Levi said they do great. My order from Discount Tire didn't come in on time, so I didn't have any of mine here. So he's letting me borrow those. David went out in the Mustang, so I guess we'll so I can catch a glimpse of what he's doing. When you go off track, it's so low that it just like board slides right there, which is funny. Spin again, go ahead. Just tell him turn on the running light so it looks cool. It looks pretty out there. Baby, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? That baby wants to drive already. She's mumbling dada.
The daddy's truck.
What a good baby. What a good baby.
What was that?
She's whipping her hair back and forth. Alright, first impression of drifting the Mustang.
On a course like this, hard.
I think in a parking lot?
Yeah, to learn. Like once you got like knew where the whole like where it's gonna transition and stuff. Yeah. But like when I ripped the e-brake, it like, I don't know, there's no way to like keep it in power.
Yeah, you almost have to, I was like staying in it while I pulled the e-brake. Yeah. I like flicked it, kind of like let out and then just yanked the e-brake. It almost worked, but yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, I wish I could get it to slide, but
on with a big flick. All right, we might be onto something. Might be onto something. Is it scary as a passenger?
No, this is actually like really smooth and comfortable.
Son of a bitch! Oh. I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I think that was my headlight. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Huh? Oh, I ran over something and I thought it was my headlight. Okay, you want to go back out?
Yeah.
Apologize, just doing Mustang things. Look, it's pissed. Oh, it cut the power again.
Oh.
Yeah, like when you first get this thing out on the track, it's pretty quick. Then it gets pissed. See, like that. This is how much power it has when it gets hot. This is to the floor.
You sure it's like not in a higher gear?
No, it's
You're
in
on, like,
sport mode and it's to the floor.
Solid, nothing to solidify. She would never cheat, you never see her with a different guy. Ever tell you different, then it's
That's
pretty good.
That was the best thing yet. is all its damn power. Like, before he can even get to that corner, it's just all done. So this is pretty much end of the day. I decided I'm probably about done messing with this thing today. It almost got a couple drifts. This little hydro e-brake actually it actually works decent, but it's just hard to, once you get it kicked out, to get it to stay in it. And then by the time I get up to the hairpin, it's like a 248 degree like cylinder head temp, and it just kills all the power. So I think that's a major issue with it. The other thing that, or the reason it might be doing that, is I don't have like the under tray thing that goes underneath the bumper. So all the air is just kind of not going through the radiator or the intercooler is what I'm assuming. And I also have these Mature tires on the back, and they're fairly sticky. They're 235 40s, and but I mean they seem like they work all right. But I would say they probably have more traction than what I need. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Beamer. This thing killed it today. Basically went through two sets of tires, or 3 sets of tires on it, and I did a total of like 37 miles drifting, or it's what the odometer said, because I reset the trip. So yeah, we're gonna get these guys loaded up and start heading back. Well, we had one and then we gave it away. Dang it. We did, huh? Get it inside, get it inside. Look at that color in the sun. I need to get off on this fucking road here too. Yeah, time.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
This is gonna work great. Yeah, this is gonna work great, guys.
This guy's gonna do a little thing.
I wish it was in the sun.
Do you think they would?
What do you think of that color?
It's nice. What do you think?
Alright, so on the tow home, so this is a good, so you can hear the exhaust on this truck. Got like a nice drone to it right now, but it's only because we're doing like 70 miles an hour at like 1500 RPM at like, you know, almost 20 pounds of boost or whatever. As soon as it downshifts, like there, we just went to 4th. We're going up this hill, but yeah, look at this, going up a hill. 75 now, going up this, I don't know what grade this is. Not crazy, but I mean, I would say towing like the trailer and the car and everything, we're probably at 18,000 pounds, somewhere in there, maybe a little more. But I mean, it does good. I mean, this thing, honestly, what do you think of it, Jamie?
It's very nice.
What did you say about it earlier? Oh, no, yeah, it's quieter, it's smoother.
Oh yeah, it's smooth.
And it's faster.
It is smoother.
It just feels like so much less effort to actually tow with this thing. So I'm really stoked about how this thing tows. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed with like the way a tuned 6.7 tows. And I honestly don't think it's necessarily the engine as much as the transmission. I mean, it just shifts. It's just nice having that 6-speed. So you're not dealing with, you know, the 4-speed, whereas right now you'd be like way wrapped out if it shifted down to 3rd gear. But right here we're in 5th, cruising at like 75 at like 2200 RPMs, which is fine. I mean, the power is just there like all the time. I definitely think I want to install some sort of like a muffler actually in the exhaust, because when it gets into that droney stage, I don't really like that. Yeah, I think it needs a muffler. Alright guys, so just got back to the shop, got everything unloaded, parked the BMW outside. But honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in the automatic transmission in this thing. I almost thought it was going to drift a little bit better than it did. I know IMI, that's definitely not. It's basically a 1 mile road course, not a road course. It's like a go-kart track, and I think it's not that wide. I mean, it's less. It's not even as wide as like a 2-lane highway. So I mean, trying to kind of wrangle this thing or even learn drifting it, I think that one of the issues is like actually initiating into it. And I also didn't check any of the alignment or anything like that, so the front kind of might be like towed weird or whatever. But I mean, it felt good going around the track. I mean, the power and everything felt all right, but like I said, it seemed like it got heat soaked really, really quick, and that just killed the power just right away. So kind of part of me, like that almost just discourages me from the whole Ecoboost thing. So yeah, overall, I'd say the drift event was a success. The BMW, I mean, that for as much money as I have in that thing, I mean, like dollar per smile amount, that thing does a really good job. I really like driving it. It's just completely different than driving like my S14, where you're kind of using a lot of power. I mean, this thing you're using 100% of its power, but basically, I mean, I was just tapping the rev limiter like every single entry into the thing. Yeah, definitely a lot of fun to drive that thing around there. I'm really surprised at how well it does. The only thing I'm almost able to link the whole track, other than, or the part that we drift at least, other than that big horseshoe. It just kind of runs out of poop going around that. Like I said, I think if it had like 20 more horse, it would kill it. I thought about turboing it, but I have too many drift car projects, and I don't know. I don't see where that fits into the equation anytime soon. I think it would be a cool thing to do though. Those are Tim with I think it's Sydney Valley High School. They have a Facebook page I'll link to in the description of here. So if you guys want to see what they're doing with their high school like auto shop class, I think that's really rad. There's not a lot of that going on in today's day and age. So I think that's really cool. It's kind of after school, so everybody who's doing it is actually, they're not doing it just to get out of something. They're doing it because they want to really learn about cars. So shout out to them. That was sweet. I think they drove a little over 2 hours from Nebraska to come out and take a look at the event. Tim reached out to me like 2 months ago or so. Kind of told me about what they were doing. Did a little live stream with them, and I just think it's awesome. That a guy like that's willing to kind of go above and beyond and actually kind of do this stuff. I'm assuming more so on his own time than the school's time, because he's staying after and all that. But to kind of teach kids that like being a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer or something like that isn't the only way to make a living, or that like playing sports or whatever isn't the only hobby or thing you could have, or playing video games or messing around on the computer or whatever. So I think that's definitely awesome that he's trying to get people into that. I think like that's honestly, like, the United States needs more of that. Needs more trade schools like wood shop and auto shop, all that stuff. There's just, okay, sorry, my camera died or whatever. It didn't die. My was running out of video memory. But yeah, like I was saying, it's I think that's awesome that they're actually doing that. So let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you guys had auto shop or anything in your high school. I did take welding classes when I was in high school, but it was like a college credit, so I actually had to go to like the local community college to get to learn, to do the welding and stuff. And they had like an auto body shop and like that stuff there. But that was the only thing that I really had access to as far as mechanical wise in high school. In middle school, we had a little bit of wood shop, and I used to always get the teacher yelling because he used to think I was telling him or acting like I knew more than him, or I don't know. Because my grandpa we did like remodeling and stuff. I helped him out a lot in when I was a little bit younger. But yeah, so that the good old days. But I always had fun in that class. But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do with the Mustang. Seeing that heat soak issue, I'm kind of leaning towards just throwing their old JZ in there and wanting to drive it. I'm not sure on the timeline for actually driving this car. I know I'm gonna have to drive, or I'm gonna be driving my S14 at a couple of the events at the beginning of the season. So I'm not sure how if I'm gonna try to rush the Mustang, I mean it's not, I don't know, it's almost on the top of the priority list. I'm pretty stoked, but I'm mostly excited to get it done. There's not like a reason to get it done because I do have the S14 to go out and compete and drift with. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So appreciate you guys watching. You know, thanks for sticking around this long and watching me do random wheelchair wheelies and rant about stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll catch you in a day and a half or something.